This is Joe with Rio Craft. Welcome to another episode of Shop Talk. We're going to show you how to put our anchor system together. It's quick and simple, and this should help you out. If you do have an anchor rope, which I'm sure you do, I recommend putting it on before you put your anchor system together. So stick it through this hole. We use a 3/8 inch poly anchor rope. Make sure it comes out the other end. Once you have that, you can go ahead, put your right bar in. You're going to put this in to where it's flush right here with the edge of your fitting. The next step is put your opposite bar in the same way. Make sure that your bar is the same length on this end. So these would be the same length, same angle. If we do the opposite end, it's going to affect the geometry a bit. So go ahead and put this side in. As you can see, we have it on a single plane. The next step is going to be to put your seat on. I like to put it on before I put my swivel seat on. It's a little bit easier. You're going to slide it over the right rail, and then you're going to slide it over the left rail. When you do that, that's going to show you that's about where it's going to sit on your boat. This is for a 13-foot Colorado. As you put it, most people like to put it as far forward as you can on these bars, basically till it gets to the corner, to the bend. Then you're going to readjust. Just make sure everything's realigned here. At that point, you can go ahead and tighten your two Allen keys down. When you tighten those, tighten them down nice and tight. Get them tight, then back them off, tighten it again. Do that 3 or 4 times, and that'll help keep them secure. The next step is going to be your anchor system. If you do have a 2-to-1, you're going to get a bag that includes a fitting, a carabiner, and a pulley. The big step here is just put this 2-to-1 fitting on. So you're going to slide that on. If the back of your tube was here, you just want it to be far enough away from your tube that it doesn't contact your tube, so there's no wear point there. The next step is going to be your wheel that goes on the back. So you're going to stick your anchor rope through this hole. You're going to run it over the pulley, and then this just simply slides on. Simply slides on. Make sure you have it straight. You can go ahead and tighten your Allen key there. Tighten this one. When your rope comes out, you're going to take your rope and tie it back to your 2-to-1 upgrade. That's what's going to give you your 2-to-1, basically make your anchor weigh half as much. Then you're going to take your pulley. That's going to simply sit on your rope, and your carabiner attaches like so you can quickly attach and detach your anchor. Hope that helps you put your anchor system together. One last tip I have for you: if you do get a Teton and you're putting a rear lean bar on before you put all this together, you're going to want to take off one of your fittings and remove these two fittings here, because your rear lean bar will sit right up against the inside of these fittings, and it will act in the same manner as these to keep them in place. Only on the 13.5 and 14.5 foot Teton is that the case. The rest of them will all fit in between your collars. Hope this helps. I appreciate your business, and have fun on the river. Look forward to seeing you out there.